Dolphins 8.5 wins there. I mean, do we need to do much analysis? Does this just all come down to Tua?
I mean, if it doesn't come down to Tua, hey, at least you have a great backup in Zach Wilson, right? If Tua,
One of their big off seasons.
Wait, why would we say if? When Tua goes down, like isn't this if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, Andy. It is Tua is going to get injured, right? Quack quack. Dude, 8.5 juice to the under. This is a perfectly lined game or a perfectly lined season win total. And it's juice to the under because this is an under 500 team. Like what is there to be excited about heading into the year if you're a Miami Dolphins fan or if you're a Miami Dolphins backer? I guess if you're looking for something to be excited for, it's that they have a top 5 easy schedule, but they do play in the AFC East, which I think that automatically toughens it. But on paper, it's tough. And they're top 5. They're one of the best teams in rest differential. So they're going to have spots where they're better rested than a team. They have spots where they're going to be playing teams that on paper should be worse than them or at least as bad as them. Problem for me is, Andy, last year they were a top 5 easy schedule. Last year they were top 5 in rest differential and they couldn't get over 500. I don't see why it changes. Like, you have good coaching continuity, but that just means you're bringing back the same old. And they really had a ho-hum free agency. I want to get your thoughts on free agency until the big splash. Oh my God, what a trade. They're going to get better. No, we're going to ship one of the guys who was one of our best offensive options in Jonnu Smith, who came alive, and we're going to get rid of Jalen Ramsey. I'm kind of lukewarm on Jalen Ramsey at this point in his career, but at the same time, bringing in a safety in Minkah Fitzpatrick, is he going to be the difference maker for you? I don't see it, man. The only way I would bet this is under the 8.5 wins. This is a 7-8 win team. This is a team who I'm going to be looking to fade, try and jump in on spots with them, but there's nothing I'm excited about with this team. I think, they need a regime change in the worst way, personally.
All right, so PFF ranked them 25th on offense, 17th on defense. They were 6-5 when Tua was their leading passer. So it didn't even look great when Tua was playing. All right, let's take a look at the schedule. At Colts, Patriots, at Bills, Jets, at Panthers, Chargers, at Browns, at Falcons, Ravens, Bills, Commanders. And that's overseas. Then they have the bye week. They do get the Saints. They're at Jets, at Steelers, Bengals, Bucks, at Patriots. I will bring this up. Only 3 away games in cold weather after October 26th. So, and at Patriots is in the last week. Who knows what that's going to be like. Then they've got at Steelers and at Jets. Added some offensive line help. They did add some linebackers and safety. Alexander Madison, the ultimate. As everybody played fantasy football owned Alexander Madison at one point, I feel like he's a guy that everybody has drafted.
The sisterhood of the traveling Madison. Yeah, everybody has had him on their team at some point.
I feel like there's a team that just is wonky. Is wonky good or wonky bad? The Tyreek Hill situation was bad last year. He's a little bit aging. Who knows with Waddle's health? It's do or die here for Tua. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins as my wonky good team, and I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna get him to 10
All
wins.
Right. I mean, the schedule allows for it. The schedule allows for it, man.
They can navigate some of these games. That Commanders game is tough, but it's overseas. To be that levels the playing field a little bit. Fair. Not having some of those away games at the end of the season out in the cold. And the other thing is we've seen some of the other teams get really tired playing down in Miami when it's warm in the later months. So I'm going to roll the dice that Tua stays a little bit more healthy. Maybe runs out of bounds. Just throw the ball away. Do not.
It's not going to happen. This is how many times do we have to do this with Tua? He should have learned, right?
I know.
Should have learned.
I know. So,
and then he's also, if he's also going out of bounds, if he's also hindering what makes him special, and that's some of that escapability. And for what it's worth, when Tua was playing at his best, it was thanks to his fearlessness. It wasn't thanks to his pocket presence, Andy. And that's kind of gone out the window for me.
It's a great point. I'm taking a chance with the Dolphins. I'm fine if I look foolish. I will go with them as a surprise team. I'm going to get them to 10 wins here. So give me the plus money here, and I will be happy to hedge this in the middle of the season when they only have 3 wins in week 9. So, so Dan, you're going under. I think that's the very smart play. But if you're rolling the dice and you gotta,
line. I like it, Andy.
Yeah, I'm taking the over here. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Leave us a comment in the comment section.